It happened, didn't it?
So it looks like Laci wants to talk about Donald Trump. Well, let's take a look at her video, and I'll be using her points to explain why Donald Trump actually won.
For a more complete story of the beaver, why not contact the Canadian Wildlife Service in Ottawa?
It's not a nightmare that I'm in. It really happened.
I'm your worst nightmare.
I have some feels to get off of my chest.
So I have some feels to put on your chest. Hashtag it's comedy so it's not sexual harassment or creepy 2016.
I need to put it somewhere. So if you're all electioned out, which I totally understand, just a heads up, you can bounce. My sweet sex posse babes.
I'm pretty sure sweet sex posse babes is sexual harassment there, Laci. I think you need to work on your sensitivity, okay?
The Trumpocalypse has arrived. Y'all know me well enough. I value equality. I think it's so important. Inclusion, human dignity, avoiding World War III. Those things matter to me. And that's why last night was terrifying.
No, last night was horrifying because you realized that fully half the country didn't buy into the constant and non-stop whinging and moaning about sexism, racism, anti-Semitism, transphobia, homophobia, immigrant hatred, and whatever else you could throw at Trump. And I think deep down you know that half the country isn't any of those things. And this proves a real problem for you because you're coming to the realization that maybe, just maybe, your worldview isn't matching what reality is.
So it's not really clear what exactly the future holds for us yet. Millions of us, myself included, could lose our health insurance. There could be serious cuts to scientific research, to climate change and clean energy efforts, to government programs for our sick and our poor, to education. The LGBT family now lives under a vice president who literally believes in electrocuting the gay out of children.
So people want to know why Trump won the election. Well, it's because of people like Laci Green who want to believe in the evil of the other side so badly that they do not critically examine what they've been told. And guess what? Pence has never said anything about electroshocking the gay out of children. He simply held the position that there should be funding for people who want to seek treatment to stop being gay. These are people who come out of their own volition. And while it's stupid, it's not what Laci represented.
President Trump openly admits to sexual assault and is on trial for child rape.
So if you listen to that tape, Trump talks about what women will let you do if you're famous. The key concept being let you do. Now, is it scuzzy and shitty behavior? For sure, and Trump should be held accountable. But yet, this is another example of the people against Trump taking things one step too far. And if we take a look, surprise, surprise, the child rape charges are in fact a lawsuit that has been dismissed twice already. And they're not even criminal charges, by the way, they're in civil court. What does that tell you? This election cycle is exactly like the story of the boy who cried wolf. Trump, knowing that these people were one-trick ponies and could not help themselves, led them down a garden path where they sabotaged their own power. Like the time he called Rosie O'Donnell a loser. Misogyny, misogyny. Or when he comments on radical Islamic terrorism. Islamophobia, Islamophobia. And so it goes on and on and on. And Trump makes a statement and the left blows it way out of proportion and more people ignore it.
He is proudly endorsed by the KKK, North Korea, Putin.
That's not all that bad. I mean, he can't control what other people do. What's really bad is that he took money from a country that supports terrorism, somewhere between $10 and $25 million, and it went directly into his foundation. Oh wait, that's not Trump.
For real? Are we in the upside down right now? Because that's what it feels like. How the fuck did this happen?
I'll tell you how it happened. The unmitigated arrogance of the left, the refusal to see the flaws of Hillary, and your knee-jerk reactions to every minor fucking thing made people wary of what you were trying to sell. They saw through you like a paper bag from McDonald's.
First and foremost, because we let it happen. And that's like the hard part to swallow.
Oh, what was I laughing at now? Oh, yes.
But also, from where I'm sitting, our political establishment failed us. Lies and corruption in Washington warmed people to a candidate that is completely unqualified and has no experience.
Yes, and it's not just Hillary's corruption, but the DNC's, where they effectively said the people don't know what they want, we'll just swing the scales for Hillary, because guess what? We know better. And they ended up selecting the worst candidate in US history.
And even more overtly, people say that racism and sexism are over. No!
Show me the person that says racism and sexism are over. I don't think this person exists. I think this is you just feeding your own worldview again.
Trump saw that. He saw the undercurrent of misogyny and racism, and he rode that wave to electoral college victory.
No, he saw you for what you were, and he played you for fools. Deal with it.
But you know what? We don't have to listen to it. If you, my dear internet friends, somewhere out there in the world are hurting today, I have 4 reminders for you. It's okay to feel angry or sad or confused. Your feelings are valid. 2, you are loved, you matter, and your rights will be defended. That is a personal promise. 3, remember that if it were up to young people, last night would have been a landslide in the other direction. So don't lose hope. There's tremendous good in the people around you. And 4, once the shock of this all wears off, anger and resentment may set in, like some people we know.
I believe vote Trump, damn it. You voted Trump! You voted Trump! Oh, yeah, we voted Trump! She been 35. Yeah!
But we can't do it that way. We gotta do it a different way. We have to use our anger to help each other. Whenever you're ready, and you have a right to take some time, but when you get there, get ready to be vocal, get ready to get involved. Please be proactive. I want to ask you guys to think about one question. What can we do to channel pain and anger and resentment into something positive and good for the world, for each other, and for our future, for the next 4 years and beyond?
It might just be that I have a suggestion for you.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way.
Thanks again for watching. If you like my content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It helps me get this channel up and keep it going, so your help is really much appreciated. Thank you very much. Have a good one.